Hello, viewers. This is Tim Michael from Screen Reviews, bringing you a new podcast from myself called The Boruto Review. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly in case you don't understand me. Also, I told you my best not to beat your heart during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cost any audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will contain some adult language. Once again, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will contain some adult language if you're under 18. Now, if you're over 18, then you get to watch this audio podcast recording. So anyway, with this and everything else out the way, let's get to the late episode of Boruto. So basically the episode will start like this. We see Wadahime and basically in Karaki's class went to go see Hana Sensei in the hospital after the assassin bombed the school yesterday. So basically this is the day after the bombing and the assassination attack against the Princess Taya. So anyway, the class felt bad. So basically, the princess was not with the class. So most of the class went to go see Hana Sensei, in the hospital. They brought her some flowers and whatnot. So basically, Karaki was like, was asking her some questions like, what happened? What happened? And Hana Sensei said, I don't know. All I know was I was heading towards the pyramid. All of a sudden, I woke up in the rubble where those paper bombs went off. That's all I remember. So basically, left it at that, and him and the rest of the class left. Now, Kawaki went to go talk to Naruto at the Kage office, and Naruto is not. So basically, Naruto and Shikamaru, Naruto and his Shikamaru were not happy. Naruto and his little this little counselor was not happy that Karaki didn't tell him about the assassin who tried to kill the princess before that assassin bombed the Ninja Academy's festival. So basically, you should have told us about this, and maybe we could have stopped the assassins from not only trying to kill the princess for a second time, and also stop a terrorist threat. Stop that terrorist threat. Stop that assassin to putting those paper bombs that almost leveled the Ninja Academy and almost got some people hurt. So basically, Karaki is a bit. So basically. Karaki was in a bit of high water, but it's a bit in high water. So basically, Naruto said that after this incident, you're pulled from guarding the princess, and the princess is going back home to her homeland after this incident. So basically, the princess is confined in her residence in the Leaf Village until things be arranged for her to go home to the land of bamboo. So basically, and Naruto said that you need to go talk. So basically, right now you're off guarding the princess, but you're still staying at the academy for now. For now. So, and basically now you need to go talk to the police about what happened yesterday, along with everybody else. And also he now knows that He-Man was kind of involved, helping with the princess and whatnot. So anyway, the princess was you. So anyway, at the princess residence somewhere in the Leaf Village, the princess was was kind of sad that went down yesterday. So basically, her butler Baltor, I believe that's how you say his name. was trying, was trying to cheer her up, and basically, but he had that news that and soon things get arranged. We had to go back home after this incident, after this assassination attempt. So anyway, and also the butler told the princess that Karaki. Kawaki delayed, he delayed telling the Hokage about the assassin who tried to kill you before the festival started. So basically, after hearing that, Kawaki, he felt like Kawaki, if Kawaki would have told about the assassin tried to kill him before the festivals, before the day of the festival, that she would have been sent home or been locked down in her residence, in her current residence immediately. So basically, he's Karaki did a nice thing, but it cost him big time. So anyway, after Karaki got questioned by the hit and lieutenant, who is also Ikai's uncle, Karaki was like, what? Wasn't very, he wasn't pissed off that, that he got taken off from guarding the princess. He just took it as it is. So basically, it just went home, and basically so basically went home that night and just and let it be bygones after he failed his mission of keeping the princess safe and whatnot. So anyway, the next day, Clarky was just sitting around the house, and basically he was saying that why are you sitting around for? You still got you have to still make sure that the princess is safe. And Claudia's like, why? No, I don't. I got taken off the. Basically, I can't. Your father took me off guard duty of the princess. So basically, there's nothing for me to do. So basically, after some words with He-Man, then Clarky decided to figure out who tried to kill, who is the assassin is, who tried to kill the princess and got Hana Sensei hurt with those paper bombs. So basically, working together, they got some information for Ika about the scene, and basically got some pictures from Sonya about who was there at the festival before things went down. Now, during looking through the photos, so Sansa's photos, they noticed that Crocky noticed that the butler was there. Now, during the festival, the butler, the princess said her butler was busy doing something else, and he couldn't come to the festival. But according to the photo, he was there, looking around, being suspicious in the photos. So basically, Clarky is presumed that the butler is the one who tried to kill the princess, and basically planted all those bombs as well that got Hana Sensei hurt. So anyway, Karaki went to the princess residence and saw the princess butler about her with a kunai in his hand, and it seemed like he was about to use that kunai on the princess. But turns out the assassin who tried to kill the princess the assassin who tried to kill the princess. Who tried to kill the princess came to the residence and cut the power off, and basically was trying to kill the princess, and Balco was fighting the assassin off from stopping the assassin from killing the princess. So basically, Clarky got in the house and saw what he went down. He-Man was there as well. So basically, Clarky wants to chase after the assassin and left He-Man with the princess and a wounded Baltor and her wounded butler. So basically, So basically, Karaki was holding his own against this assassin, and this assassin bust out some weird some black fire juicy on him. It kind of looks like a sentinel or whatever, and basically, and used it against Karaki, but Karaki held strong and basically managed to get the upper hand against the assassin. But it turns out the assassin had paper bombs had paper bombs and committed suicide. So basically, the assassin had paper bombs strapped who had paper bonds and basically and the assassin got blown up by I believe that the assassin looked like a girl. So basically, the assassin had paper bonds strapped to her body and basically blow herself up and that was it. So basically, Bowser explains that I had a suspicion that something might went down, so it might go down. So basically, I figured that if I wasn't there by the person's side, I could spot any suspicious people who could be trying to kill the princess. So basically, the butler had an alibi why he lied, not being at the festival, that he was already there. He said that he wanted to spot who. He wanted to spot people that he believes is trying to assassinate the princess at the festival and relay that information to the princess daughter. So anyway, once again, Clarky went to the whole Kage office, and Naruto was like, you was not you was taking off guard duty from the princess and whatnot. So basically, I know, but I had a strange suspicion that had a strange suspicion and some encouragement to keep on continue guarding the princess after you took the off guard duty from the princess. So anyway, it turns out that Shikamaru everybody found out that there was some secret information. So basically, it turns out that there's a source that claims that the stepbrother was the one who sent the king. The stepbrother of the king was the one who sent the assassin who tried to kill the princess, and basically they deal. So basically, the land of bamboo is dealing with this matter quietly. So basically, there's some evidence turned out that the king's stepbrother is the one who sent the assassin, and basically so basically, the land of bamboo is dealing with this matter very quietly, and basically for now the princess is saying, since they got the person who hired the assassin being the stepbrother, which Karaki is doubting this because he's thinking this information of this whole information about the stepbrother hiring the assassin seems a bit a bit strange. All of a sudden, this information came up and whatnot. So basically, Naruto said that the land of bamboo wants to deal with this matter quietly, and basically for now, the princess is staying in the leaf bench for now until this matter is dealt with quietly. So basically, Karaki found this kind of fishy that all of a sudden this information about the stepbrother being the mastermind who hired that assassin to kill the princess is kind of strange. So basically, the episode ended with we see Hana Sensei, in her hospital bed, and basically this how the episode ended. We see Hana Sensei and Kawaki wondering, and we see Hana Sensei in her hospital bed, and Kawaki wondering that, I believe the true person who hired the assassin is you must have set up the king's stepdaughter and basically and covered their ashes, and basically I still believe that the real assassin is might still be alive. So basically this how the episode ended on that note. So anyway, what do you guys think about this episode? Good, bad, or just okay? Please let me know in the comments below. Below this podcast. Anyway, sign off. One.